Hello, Richard. How the diddly you deviling, mate? Welcome to Banter Towers. Right, just so everybody knows, Richard and all his glory, he was so kind and generous to send me these oils and balms and butters for me to try out. So I didn't buy him, I admit that, but I will give my honest review on him. Now, I will say, if people do send me oils that I don't like, I won't do a review. Because, personally, I think just because I don't like it, doesn't mean that anybody else won't. The fact that I've got Richard here to chat kind of gives you a sort of an idea that I like his products. So, Richard, I do want to say thank you for sending me them. We want to hear a bit more about you and your company. So, welcome to the show. Well, Lakeland Beard Care. Why is it Lakeland Beard Care?
It's kind of the name is kind of a homage to where I'm from. I'm based in Carlisle, here in Cumbria, in the Lake District, and so that's where I kind of like to be. So that's where the name came from, really.
How long have you been producing beard oils?
Since 2018.
Right, and you sell them on Etsy. You're an Etsy boy, am I right?
That's right, yeah.
And where can they find your products, mate? What would they look for?
Well, if they follow the website www.lakelandbeard.com, that'll take me to my Etsy page.
Yeah, so before we go on about the ones you sent me, how many different scents have you got? Have you got an unscented one?
Yeah, I've got an unscented one and then 9 scented ones, and they're all available. 9, yeah. They're available in beard oil, beard balms, and beard butters.
Fabulous, mate.
Yeah.
How much do the oils go for?
$11.99. Same with the balms, and the butters are $16.99.
That's excellent, now, mate. Because the bottles themselves are 30ml bottles for $11.99, and the balms are same 30ml balms.
Yeah.
And are they 30ml butters?
60ml butters.
60ml butter, so more bang for your buck. Sounds good, mate. $11.99 is very reasonable, and they are cosmetic product report certified.
Oh yeah, yep.
So you've got all your certificates and your trophies to sell them legally in the UK, which is nice to know. So you sent me the one called Winter Warrior beard oil. What's the make of this? Before we go into the specific scent, what's the base oils in there? If you don't mind?
Yeah, it's quite a simple blend. It's sweet almond oil, argan oil, and jojoba oil.
Some good oils in there, though, mate. Some cracking oil.
Yeah.
Go on. What's the scent in these?
It's tea tree, peppermint, and eucalyptus.
And what a combination is! You called it Winter Warrior, and I think you were bang on with that name, mate. It is a really good name for it. Now the smell, you do get the tea tree and the eucalyptus. Maybe a slight hit. I think they're the two strong ones that come through. Kind of like earthy, woody tea tree, and then obviously the eucalyptus, that bang of the eucalyptus. Maybe a slight mint in there in the background, but it's more basically it's just that woof of eucalyptus that opens up your airways. You know, if you're not feeling too well, you've got a bit of a cold, you get some eucalyptus out, and it just kind of clears the nasal passageways. And this for me is what it does. It smells like the scent. If you ever go into like a sauna or steam room, and you get them little oils things, and you squirt, especially in the steam room, you put a bit on the little outlet there, and then you sit back and you let all the smells waft over you and take them all in, and that's the feeling you get from putting this oil on in the morning. So it grabs you, it wakes you up, gives you this kind of wow feeling, if that's an actual word. Do you know what I mean? It's like an instant sort of wake up thing, but it is a warm feeling as well. It's like I said, it's like in the steam room. It's that steam room scent, that smell, and that oven. That's what I think that's because it's what it reminds me of. So it kind of brings that feeling back to me, that kind of warm haze that you get in a steam room. Now, what's your opinion on that?
Well, in my imagination, thinking of like that refreshing feeling when you put it on. That's what I was kind of like in the winter, or if you step outside in the winter, it's freezing cold, and you get that fresh blast in your face, or like if you stick your head in a sink full of ice cold water and wash your face, that it just opens your senses, that kind of feeling. And you get I think a slight tingling, I think, on the skin, just a very slight tingle from
I think the thing that gets to your nose a little bit as well. It's funny, it's just how people are different. Some people sense that tingling as a warm feeling, and some sense it as a cold, refreshing blast from it. And I would say none of us are wrong, I don't think. Both of us are exactly right. It just depends on what kind of mindset you're on, which mode you work in.
I find it's quite a good nighttime scent as well, I think. You know, if you have it in a butter, I usually butter at night, and the peppermint and all that is really refreshing at night, I think, and kind of relaxing you. I know it sort of invigorates you in the morning, but it's sort of relaxing as well at night, I find.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there. It would be nice to try using it at night time, because although I wouldn't say it may be relaxing, but it's more kind of putting your body in a sort of well-being state, which will help you relax, and also being able to breathe. You know, when you lay down, that's comforting as well. So it's just settling you down to help you sleep and breathe easier at night.
Glad you like it.
Yeah. How long have you had this? I will say, mate, if I'm going to criticise anything, and it's only a small thing, the label itself seems to be a bit kind of the oil, is soaked in a little bit, so you're kind of getting the
right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like dark spots of the oil, which is it makes no difference to the oil whatsoever. It's just the label looks a bit kind of worn if you get the laminate labels.
The paper labels.
That's right. That's exactly what it is. As far as it goes as a beard oil, we're not using the labels on the beard, so it makes no difference. It's just, I suppose, it's just a sightly thing, isn't it? Really, but overall, it's a quality oil. I don't rate oils, like I said. I don't score them from 1 to 10 or whatever, because I think it's totally subjective to that person. But I will recommend, if you've got a friend who uses beard products, get them to give this one a try, because it's a good one. The product quality is good. It feels good in your beard. After using it for a couple of days, I did feel like it was leaving my beard feel soft and nutrient rich and looked after, which is important. You know, it doesn't sort of dry. Sometimes it just can dry out a little bit, but my beard felt good from using it. And that's one thing I think, if your beard feels good quality, then it's a quality product, as far as I'm concerned. So well done there, mate. You're ticking all the boxes. One thing before we go, I do want to mention, and it's really interesting to me, I noticed that you've got deodorant out now. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I do natural deodorant. So it's basically a deodorant in a tin that you scrape a little bit out with your finger or with a little spatula that I put in the tin with it, and you apply that to your armpit, rub it in, melt it into your skin, and it stops your armpits from smelling.
Get a bit stinky. Are they scented, or is it just unscented?
Yeah. I've got 3 different scents of those. Yeah, I do grapefruit and bergamot, peppermint and lime, and tea tree and orange.
And what size are them tins?
60ml tins.
And how much will one of them?
And they're $12.99.
We'll have to look at them soon. It's an interesting thing. Well done, mate. All the best. I hope it all works out for you.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Give him a wave. Ta-da.